The key premise around staking is that you're staking your ETH to help support the security of the underlying protocol and make sure that the right blocks are being created. As that happens, you then get rewards for doing that work and participating inside the protocol. So there's this economic mechanism that encourages people to do the right thing as a validator.
Prior to Pectra, validators in Ethereum are restricted to at most 32 ETH per box. If you're a solo staker, you can have exactly 32 ETH. Any yield that you get as staking rewards is paid back into your account. It doesn't compound. If instead you're a large staker, suppose you have $1 billion, you have tens of thousands of boxes, if not more. Each of these boxes has to vote on blocks, the messages have to pass back and forth, which leads to networking overhead and computational overhead.
A lot of the things that we've added in Pectra are things to allow people to maintain their stake more effectively. The main improvement is around increasing the maximum effective balance of a given validator. EIP 7251, it allows you to now stake 2048 ETH on a validator, where previously you could only stake 32 ETH.
And so that increase means that organizations that are staking a lot of ETH, they're able to stake it all on one validator.
I think we have over 1 million validators. Being able to consolidate them into larger and larger stake should not only make their operational needs a little bit easier, but it should also make the P2P network have to chatter a lot less.
With compounding validators, they're going to be able to add funds to validators and conversely remove funds when they need to. Without having to change their set of keys, they're going to be able to control their balance on chain.
The other thing that it's useful for is for the smaller stakers who might just have 32 ETH that they want to stake.
You don't have to think about it. You don't have to wait till you save up for another 32 ETH. It'll just get compounded. You upgrade your credentials once and everything just stays in that account until you want to do some withdrawal. You can do partial withdrawals. Maybe you've saved up 40 ETH in your validator account. You want to nip a little bit out of it. You can do that now. That's a new feature that we're adding.
There's a lot of improvements that we've made to allow people to move funds from one validator to the next.
There's also an EIP 6110 that effectively increases the speed of the deposit queue, so it makes the kind of onboarding into staking experience a lot better.
You can manage your exits from the execution layer.
You're going to be able to add smaller allotments of ETH to your validator. So if you have one validator and you have another 4 ETH, you could add that to the validator and start earning rewards. And there's also improvements that we've made to allow people to withdraw funds from these larger validators so that they no longer need to add and remove validators as their only way of controlling their balance. So the net effect of this is that the validator pool should be more stable and institutions should be able to have better control over their funds.
It also gets rid of some technical debt and reduces one of the moving parts, that's communication between two different clients. So that communication from the Consensys client to the execution client is kind of simplified, and that just makes everything a lot simpler, really.
We've moved away from proof of work to proof of stake. We've made the system way more energy efficient and maintainable. And we've proven over a period of time now that we're very, very stable and our liveness is good.
For institutions to get in, I think what's important to know is that Ethereum is the most credibly neutral blockchain, the most decentralized. It hasn't gone down in 10 years that it's been around. One of the most popular blockchains for a long time, so lots of people have attacked it and tried to do things to it, and it's survived all of that, so it's really battle tested.